both teams used 2-point guard lineups. And that was logical considering how much talent they have at those positions. But both teams also had clear leaders. Olympiacos were represented by Spanoulis, and CSKA had Teodosic. And of course, you have to have a plan to stop them. It's Europe, and obviously the main weapon that those players use is pick and roll. In order to stop Spanoulis, CSKA used trapping tactic. Spanoulis was obviously used to this kind of treatment and managed to make the right pass out of the trap for his teammates. The problem with that was that they were not able to take advantage of rotating CSKA defense. To stop Teodosic, Olympiacos tried to switch tactic when defending pick and roll. And Teodosic didn't like that. Few times he was caught making bad pass that would get picked off by help defense. Speaking of help defense, both teams demonstrated how it should be done. Stealing passes, blocking shots from the weak side, and even though sometimes help was too aggressive, you can clearly understand why these teams got to the Final Four. Of course, neither team showed perfect defense. For example, CSKA had Teodosic. He fouled. He got blown by. And he didn't get back in time. And Olympiacos had more than tolerable amount of breakdowns when defending 2-on-2. Moscow CSKA had a pretty stable offense. Apart from missed opportunities, they did not do anything bad. One thing that separated them from the Greeks, at least in the first half, was the ability to draw fouls. Either from Olympiacos switches, post-game, or fast break. Olympiacos, on the other hand, could not brag about stability. They were not always able to see the best option on the offense. That led to bad possessions like this. That was especially the case with Spanoulis. Although you could say that he was warming up for the fourth quarter. But at the same time, they also showed flashes of great offensive execution. So, in the end, it was kind of a roller coaster ride. Things were pretty well for CSKA in the fourth quarter. They managed to accumulate a healthy 11 points lead. But it was obvious that the lead could not be sustained because of the poor offensive execution. Team simply fell apart during the second part of the fourth quarter. The sinking ship was led by Teodosic, who despite having a bad game, felt the need to take over. And that was unpleasant to watch. Of course, the credit has to be also due to the revved up Olympiacos defense. Kids, do you remember all those times when athletes say you always have to give 100%? Those are lies. They can always bust their asses just a little bit more. Actually, both teams got involved in one-on-one game, and Olympiacos clearly showed that they are more advanced in that area. Olympiacos was also helped by terrible CSKA defense, and this time they were the ones who managed to draw fouls. Hello Teodosic again. Even though their execution was not that better, Olympiacos had Spanoulis. And when it got tight, things fell apart for CSKA. It can be best summed up by the last possession. Krylenko gets the rebound. Neither Weems or the Kolo takes the ball from him, and with only 4 seconds on the clock, the ball ends up in the hands of Vorontsevich. A point guard finally gets the ball and decides not to risk pass for the Kolo. In order to make up for the lost time, Jackson tries to be fast and dribbles in front of himself. Nice poke by Kostas Lukos, and the game is over. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, click the subscribe button and check out other videos. Your thoughts about the game and analysis are always welcome in the comments section. This was Coast to Coast, where it's all about basketball, baby. Bye, and may the basketball gods be with you.